Hi everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am very good. Knocked out a podcast on Monday. It's up on all available platforms as you watch this morning. And of course, the audio versions are on all the podcasting platforms. And today we're going to talk about why you should be paying attention to K-State baseball and why we're going to start paying even more attention to K-State baseball. Your Wildcats are now ranked 22 in the nation and lead the Big 12. What is going on with Coach Pete Hughes' team? Because they're pretty fun and they're good. First, your reminder, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you're doing that. Just click that subscribe button right down there somewhere. It's somewhere down there. And of course, if you're not subscribing to GoPowercat.com, please consider doing so. And just a quick reminder, MailReg is the official clothing of the daily delivery. You can check out that link down there in the story. K-State basketball is delicious right now. They just swept another series. They swept Texas Tech this past weekend at Toynton Family Stadium here in Manhattan with a walk-off in Game 3 to rally to get that win. They're now 8-1 in the Big 12. Lost a game at Baylor, but they've swept both Utah and Tech in Manhattan. Pretty nice. This week's interesting. They're not at home, but for a lot of you fans, they're in your neighborhood maybe, because they play a midweek game Wednesday at Wichita State. Always fun to go down to Wichita and play the Shockers. And then their Big 12 series this weekend is in Stillwater, and Oklahoma State's really struggling. So hopefully K-State can get out of there with at least 2, if not 3 victories, because they are rolling. Why it took them so long to get ranked, and this week they finally popped in at number 22 is a little weird. They have some really good wins. This isn't a 19-8 record built on a bunch of softies. They went around and played some really good teams. In fact, one of their victories is against Arkansas, which, as I stare at the poll right here, I'm looking at them at number 2 behind Tennessee. And K-State's beat them this season. They've rebuilt the roster. Coach Hughes and his coaches did an incredible job restocking the talent. You're not going to recognize many names, but you better start learning them. Maybe starting with a guy named Maximus. They're a lot of fun. They're hitting a lot of homers. They're powerful at bat, and they've got pretty good pitching. They're built to win this conference for a couple reasons. One, the on-field reasons I just listed, and 2, you don't play everyone in the conference now at 16 teams. Actually, it's only 14 on the baseball side. You've got 2 teams you don't play, and for somehow K-State misses Arizona and Arizona State, 2 of the other better teams in the league. In fact, Arizona State comes in at 24 this week. So K-State has the table set. Can they go ahead and have a big dinner to celebrate winning a Big 12 championship? We've got a long ways to go, but what will help them is having a big home crowd when they come back to Toynton Family Stadium next week with, of course, Missouri State coming into town and UCF visiting for a Big 12 series. Here we go. It's baseball season. Spring football fires up this week. Things are getting interesting again in Manhattan. Basketball's behind us, but the weather's getting nice, and so are the sports.